Hello students, in this lecture we're going to be talking about a muscle twitch. In a muscle twitch we're looking at a single contraction of a muscle that has been stimulated by a threshold stimulus. So I've had enough of an electrical impulse coming down on motor neurons to the muscle. In this case we'll be stimulating several muscle fibers, and it will create a single brief contraction. There are going to be three phases to that muscle twitch: the latent period, where I'm kind of getting things going; the period of contraction, where I have the cross bridge formation and tension increases; and then the period of relaxation, where the calcium is being pumped back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and I get the relaxation of the muscle. Here is a myogram. A myogram is a graph of muscle tension. Notice here I have the stimulus. So I've given a threshold stimulus, and that causes the contraction. And you can see the contraction of my muscle here. And as the muscle contracts, of course, it's creating tension. And then at the top point here, I'm done with contraction, and calcium is being removed from the interior of the muscle fiber, and I get this long period. I get this period of relaxation. Notice initially there's this latent period, and the latent period is due to the time it takes from calcium to be released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum and diffuse out into the muscle fiber and be able to interact with troponin and tropomyosin and expose those active binding sites of actin to form cross bridges between actin and myosin. During this period of contraction, this is when I have cross bridge formation occurring. And of course, eventually I get to an ultimate level of cross-bridge formation. And those cross-bridges they don't just stick. They're cycling back and forth. So one cross-bridge forms, and then another one forms, and one releases. But ultimately I get to this maximum point of cross-bridge cycling, and I get maximum contraction. And then the calcium slowly is removed from the muscle fiber. The calcium is pumped back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. And as the calcium is removed from the muscle fiber, from the interior of the muscle fiber, I get this period of relaxation. Notice this is all occurring very quickly. This whole muscle twitch has occurred within 100 milliseconds. So it's this is a very fast-acting event. Now, different muscles can have different strengths and durations and variations in their twitch size, and that's due to differences in the muscle and the metabolic properties and enzymes of the muscle. Here we have three different types of muscle. This big one, the red one here, this is a soleus muscle, and as we've been studying in the muscle anatomy class, that's one of our muscles in our lower leg. Here's the gastrocnemius. That's also a muscle in our lower leg. And notice they have different twitch links. And then here's an eye muscle. Here's an extraocular muscle, the lateral rectus. Notice it has its twitch pattern is very different. It has a very sharp increase and then very fast relaxation. And so these different types of twitches will then relate to the different types of forces that need to be generated in those muscles. Thank you.